Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited because I just saw swatches of the new Chanel Summer 2024 Jardin Imaginaire collection, and so naturally I ran home to film a video. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. So a Meet Beauty talk has come through yet again with not even sneak peeks. These are just, they're photos. These are real live photos, human swatches, and I have to admit, this is going to be a little bit of a first impressions because I did not even look at all the swatches. I just saw and I was like, oh, okay. Activation mode, the bat signal is in the air. So if you're not aware, Chanel is releasing a second summer collection called Jardin Imaginaire, which means imaginary garden. Are these colors imaginary? Time will tell. Okay, so I'm using the blog A Meet Beauty Talk and also Macchia magazine. Both of them are listed down below. Give both of them a like, a shout out, all that fun stuff. Let's just take a second, collect ourselves, and look. Now, this is coming out for a worldwide release July 19th, which I believe is accurate. I was told it was actually supposed to come out earlier in July, but there have been delays, and I believe they want to release all of it at the same time. Instead of trickling it all over the place, they want to do like a worldwide splash. So, July 19th, keep your calendar and possibly your checkbook open. All right. Most of these things here, well, quite a few of them will be limited edition. The first two here, the meat and potatoes. This is the limited edition set of blush and highlighter duos. We have Golden Peach, a Coral Cheek, and Champagne Gold, followed by Light Berry. This is a Pink Pearl and Matte Fuchsia Pink. I'm glad we finally see actual photos of these because we've seen photos online, and these look so different. When I saw the peach one the first time, I thought that it almost had a greenness to it, like some sort of green tone. But the peach looks like a nice coral color, coral and champagne gold. Interesting. I think that this, to me, actually looks more promising than the previous photos. And comparing the light berry color, the previous photos we saw, I thought this was like a deep berry plum. This is actually more fuchsia with a pearlescent pinky highlighter, which goes to show promo photos sometimes are not worth a lick of anything. I think this is maybe making me reconsider my order, because when I first saw the promo photos, I was certain I was going to get the berry blush duo, but now coral might be stunning for summer. I have to reevaluate what I have in my collection because I do have an extensive collection, as you could imagine, and I don't want total repeats. But anyway, here we have them. Here we have some swatches just for you. This to me looks stunningly similar to other Chanel duos we've had recently in the past few years. I've said it before and I'll say it again. A lot of this summer collection for 2024 to me feels like leftovers, like stuff they had on the back burner, and they're just cobbling together this imaginary collection. Because although both of these blush duos look really pretty, this is so similar to that, I think it was a holiday or spring summer collection item, and it's the exact same format. So to me, this is just my opinion, but this looks like these look like they were supposed to come out all at the same time, or they sort of workshopped other ideas and kept the workshopped ideas and just decided to release them anyway. Just my opinion, don't come for me. Next up are the Stylo Ombre Contour. So here we have several shades, and interestingly enough, I do not see the words limited edition. I just see Stylo Ombre Contour in this vast rainbow. Now, I do not know why these Stylo Ombre Contour are coming out now. Chanel just redid their entire single eyeshadow collection. And to me, a lot of these colors look like they would match a lot of those eyeshadow singles. Also, These are eyeshadow and eyeliner pencil sticks. So you can do both. You can do liner, you can do eyeshadow. This is eyeshadow. If I was in charge, which I am not, I would have made like an eye capsule, like maybe the summer of eyes, the summer of eyeshadow, and then market this with the sunglasses. I don't know. Like just make it a little bit more focused. Calling this the imaginary garden, I think is very accurate because there's a lot of imagination happening here. I'm just saying. I think it's interesting that I do not see the words limited edition because they have not come out with these eyeshadow pencil sticks in years, and they have always been very, very popular. Granted, in the past, they have tended to come out with a little bit less flashy hues, but they always sell incredibly quickly. They're very, like, color is very easy to sell. And something simple like this, they're very easy to use, sells very quickly. So I'm very happy to see these again. I hope that this means they continue adding to the series here. Now, we can see from this photo that we have a mixture of satiny and matte. The satin could also be a little bit glittery, dare I say. The shades 42, 46, and 48 to me stand out as the most glittery. Now, this could just be a question of lighting. These are real flesh swatches, thank you so much. But it does look like it has some shimmer to it, which isn't always a bad thing. Chanel has come out with some beautiful satiny metallic shadows, eyeliners as well that can be quite nice. So I'm hoping that these are very nice. These colors, they do look like colors you would see in a garden. We have orange and green and purple and blue and I mean, a bit of everything. We have a wonderful rainbow here. I am curious what the steadfast Chanel client has to say about these colors here, because even though I'm a big fan of color, I love a blue eyeshadow, I love color, I'm still taken aback as to what to do with these. I certainly hope that they have enchanting and inspiring promo photos to just, you know, whet the appetite of imagination and tell me or just inspire me in some way to use this. I am curious about number 48, that green. Perhaps it would go very nicely with the jade color. That purple color could be nice, but I really hope that it is not grainy. I hope it's metallic, I hope it's satiny, but I really hope it is not grainy. That minty blue, number 44. In the tube, it looks mint green, and on the swatch, it looks more of an aqua blue. I would definitely try that out. I'm very curious. Number 50 and 52 are not for me. Or I mean, orange could. I have an aversion, a deep aversion for red eyeshadow. This orange looks a bit bright. I mean, it's quite neon. There's a lot of neon happening. What do you make of all of these? I am so curious what people are going to say about these. I really would love to know the inspiration and the idea behind this and the colors. Why this? I know it's the imaginary garden, so you better provide us beautiful, enchanting garden images that show and prove the inspiration, please. And thank you. Very interesting. We will also see the Stylo Sourcil Haute Précision. So this is going to be comparable to the Dior Show Very Fine Brow Pencil. This is just going to be like the width of a hair. I enjoy this type of eyebrow pencil. I like both. I like a thicker one and a thinner one. So this here, I don't know if it's part of the boy collection because it looks similar packaging. I think it could just be part of the regular eyebrow line. It's a super fine tip. Very classic shades here. Nothing truly groundbreaking. I hope that these are nice. I have enjoyed quite a few Chanel eyebrow products. I mean, it's basic, but you need a good brow to pull off the whole look. Now, we also have the Baume Essentielle, and we have two new limited edition shades. One of these looks a little bit reminiscent. I mean, so I only have swatches for the first shade. That's the Moonlit Kiss. And to me, Moonlit Kiss, it looks pretty, it looks dewy, it looks a little bit golden, not necessarily groundbreaking. I have definitely multiple products that could do the exact same thing or give off the very similar effect. I think that it looks nice. I quite enjoy the Baume Essentielle series. I enjoy it. That's why I have so many. But do I need this one? Probably not. I'm disappointed that we don't have swatches of the deeper one called Solar Glow, because I want to know, is Solar Glow a bronzer stick? I would love for it to be a bronzer stick, but it probably isn't, because that would just be too satisfying, wouldn't it? But it looks like it's bronzy, coppery, a hint warm gold. It could be a bronzer stick for someone who has a deeper complexion than me. It could just be that. I'm really curious because sometimes the Baume Essentielle tend to be very sheer, but sometimes recently they've come out with ones that have a nicer tone, like if it's a lilac or a mermaid tone or something like that. So I'm really curious about the Solar Glow because it's called Solar Glow and it's in the Baume Essentielle. Those are highlighter sticks. It's probably not a bronzer. Maybe it could be tapped on top of bronzer. I am going to be like, listen, the second it's at the counter, I'm going to be swatching and testing it out and making my final reservation here. But I think this is very interesting, very intriguing. It's a shame we don't have a swatch yet, but maybe with time, they definitely will come out. And last but not least, for our Chanel nail polish fanatics, me, I am the Chanel nail polish fanatic. We have 3 shades here, and these are interesting, question mark. These 3 shades do remind me of the eyeshadow sticks we saw earlier. I mean, specifically that center green shade. We have that light pearlescent pink, and we have that deep, rich brown. That, to me, does call back to the eyeshadow sticks. So I'm seeing a whisper of cohesion, which is ideal for a brand like Chanel. It's interesting that only one nail polish is sort of flat, creamy consistency. The other 2 seemingly have a pearlescent shift to them. And all 3 of these are limited edition. I really wish Chanel wouldn't do so many limited edition polishes, because I swear that their best colors are always limited edition. And we do have some swatches here of nail polish. So when you're at the counter and you want to do a swatch of nail polish, take some Scotch tape, put it on the back of your hand, and then swatch the nail polish on the Scotch tape. That's the best way to give the truest payoff and see how it's going to look on you. I'm curious. So the pale pink looks a bit too pale. It looks very translucent. I like when I can see color, personally. I like to see the color. The green is calling me, but I don't know. I want to see it on my skin tone because I want to make sure it's the right type of green. I like that sort of tennis ball yellow green for summer. I hope it's not too muddy. I don't know. I think that the green shade is going to require 2 very good coats, 2 very even coats to get the right payoff, and I might enjoy that. But just from my expertise and past experience with the brand from working for them, I think that green might be a little patchy, a little watery. That's the word, a little watery. So maybe, peut-être. We'll see. This is practically turning into a will I buy it, but I mean, I think you can tell by my enthusiasm, or lack thereof, depending, what I may or may not be spending my money on, and touching on working for Chanel in the past. If you're not subscribed to my channel, you are definitely missing out. I do lots of reviews on Chanel and other brands as well, but if you're not subscribed, you're going to miss out on a lot of wonderful reviews and makeup tutorials. So please take the time, make sure you are subscribed, double check, triple check, just in case. And sadly, I do not have a swatch of the last shade. I think the last shade, that rich brown, is going to be the most popular. That looks like the most universally flattering if you want a neutral that has color. The thing is, I definitely have similar shades. Do I need this one? No. Do I want this? Probably. I'm going to do my Scotch tape test at the counter, but I think that last shade is going to fly off the shelves. I think the first one as well, and maybe the green one too. It could be interesting. Who knows? So anyway, this is it for my emergency video, guys. Emergency broadcast of the Chanel Summer 2024 swatches. I'm glad we finally have some real life swatches, and for me it really has shed some light on some of the products. It's sort of changed my mind on some of the items because they just look so different in the light of day versus a promo photo. So please sound off in the comments below. And if you've made it to the end of the video, maybe leave a little green or purple emoji in honor of those eyeshadow sticks. And that is all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.